You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to episode number 25 of my Next Gen FIFA 14 Road to Glory. Now we're going to have a quick look at the stats so you guys can see how all of our players are doing, and while we do that, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, to buy some players, some packs, whatever it is, go check out basile.com. their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap and reliable coin service, and if you use the discount code TCAPGUN you'll get 5% off all your purchases, so make sure you buy your coins from them. Benteke still at the top of the list, as you would expect, with the most assists and the most goals. He's just an absolute monster, and I really don't want to remove him from the team. I know that I will eventually, because I want to buy someone a little bit more expensive, a bit more fancy, a bit more flair, but at the moment I do really enjoy playing with him. I'm going to start this one off using our 3-5-2 BPL team. We bought David Luiz in the last episode, so we're hoping that he can perform a little bit better than he last time, because we ended up losing our game 3-2, I believe. He did get an assist, but I don't want my centre-backs getting assists, really. I want them to stay back and defend. I don't want them going anywhere, and that is one of the problems with David Luiz. So here we go, we're diving into our first game, and we come up against a full silver MLS Brazil hybrid. Very interesting team. He has Inform Camilo at cam, he has Wallison, and he also has Eddie Johnson, who are both very strong silver strikers. But I was still licking my lips. I was like, okay, we can get something out of this, and you can see here in the first minute we end up throwing it out, get it to Schürrle with a nice pass off to Kabul into Benteke, who immediately loses it, and Zusi with the first time shot from absolutely miles out scores a screamer. That is ridiculous, and I'm starting to see quite a few of these long range goals being scored where you come in from an angle and shoot into the far post, and it's kind of frustrating, I won't lie. It's the second time it's happened to me in 2 episodes. It happened with Steven Gerrard maybe 2 episodes ago, so if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it, because it was a hell of a goal as well. But I'm definitely going to have to find a way to either defend them or start scoring them myself to level the playing field. Now, made another mistake and passed it out, ended up giving it to his man in front of our defender. Begovic runs out, tries to get the ball off him, ends up clipping him and gives away a penalty, and we do indeed concede it. So that is not a good way to start off the episode. We're 2-0 down in 10 minutes, but we made some sort of a comeback. You can see here that we get down the wing with Hernandez dancing in and out between his players, ends up getting the shot off, and a reflex diving header from Schürrle there. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't press a button for him to shoot, change player or anything like that. He just did it all on his own accord, heads it into the back of the net, and you can see that I would have had absolutely no time to react to this, because I get the shot off and it's immediately back to Schürrle, and he's jumping before the balls even hit the goalkeeper, I feel. But despite it being so early in the game and us being back into it, we ended up not getting any more goals. Neither of us did, and it ends up being a 2-1 game, which is really frustrating. Not a good way to start it, and now it's actually going to be pretty difficult. In fact, it's going to be almost impossible for us to win the title. We need to win 4 of our 4 remaining games, which, you know, we haven't been on the best of form, so we are going to have to be hopeful and come up against some weak opponents if we want to win it. Now, we're building our new team. It is time to start the new squad, and it is going to be a Bundesliga sweat team. You guys wanted to see it. You're the ones that voted for it down in the comment section, so I'm only doing what you said. So here it is, the Bundesliga sweat team, and I pick up Juve and Son to start us off in the strike force. Also pick up a random centre defensive mid, all non-rare. We're going to develop this team slowly. I feel that's the best way to build teams. You know, our 2 teams that we have at the moment are very strong. Even though they're not performing all that well, they are very strong. I feel I have trust in them. I know they can play well, and that's, I feel, because we built them slowly. We started off with bad players, slowly built them up. We know who works, who doesn't work, and we can slowly bring players in and out of the squad until we have a very strong team. So we're going to start off with Juve, who I know a lot of you have wanted to see, with the 88 pace and absolutely crazy stats, really good non-rare player, and also Son, who last year was a silver player and had probably the best shot on him in the game. So I'm hoping that he will be as effective again this year. So we are diving into another game. We don't have enough coins to actually fully build a squad, but we will do hopefully in the next episode, or as soon as we get some division bonus for this division. And you can see that we end up taking the lead with our Serie A squad. He ends up handballing it, chesting it, whatever it was, with Mario Götze into the back of his own net, and Neuer does not look happy in the slightest to be behind. And I was like, okay, we can probably hold on to this. I wasn't playing all that well again, and in the 88th minute he ends up crossing it in. Such a really cheap goal, and heading hasn't been so prominent in the last couple of weeks for me. I really haven't been struggling with it all that much, but today I did actually start to struggle with it, and we end up taking down a 1-1 draw because of that header, and that was really frustrating. The worst thing is we cannot win the title now. The best we can do is get the promotion spot, but even that we're going to have to win, I think, all 3 of, I know we can win 2 and draw 1 of our remaining 3 games, and we're not even safe from relegation yet, so we do need to focus on that first. So I go away and buy 1 more player for the Bundesliga team. I pick up a guy called Traore. We are playing in a 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Not sure if you guys approve of that. If you don't, put it down in the comment section. I may change it up for the next episode. But you can see that he does go into the left mid position, and he has 87 pace, I believe, and like 4-star skills, and he's not a player that you come up against all that often, so I believe that he may be someone that my opponents won't be expecting to see a really good player there, and I think he may turn out to be a really good player, so we'll have to wait and see on that front. Now, Churchy needed a healing card because he had been injured in the last game, didn't actually have enough coins really, so I had to go and discard a few players to actually get the coins to buy that healing card. Was lucky to find it for 200 bin because that was an all healing +2 card, so I was quite lucky there. And we're going to dive into our final game of the episode, and we are using our Serie A squad again. Our BPL team doesn't have any contracts. I don't have the coins to buy contracts for them, so the Serie A squad is the one that we're going with. Come up against a 4-4-2 BPL squad with Remy, Negredo, Kabay and Lucas Leiva in the midfield, and then Vermaelen and Kabul at the back, I believe it was. So I was like, we can get something out of this, and unfortunately we go behind in the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh my god, another header, and as I said, struggling with headers a little bit. Managed to equalise it up on the 45th on the half-time mark, and it was Marquisio going through there who ends up putting away with his weak foot, and that's how the game ended. Again, I couldn't believe it. Really low scoring episode, barely scored any goals. I think we scored 3 maybe across all of the games, maybe not even that many, but yeah, it was a very, very tough episode. I'm hoping that we can come back, bounce back in the next episode, start using our Bundesliga team as well. Maybe we'll play in the Gold Cup or something to give it a little bit of a breaking in period with that Gold Bundesliga team. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video anyway. Obviously, if you could drop it a like, that would be absolutely amazing. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.